always going to check the oil. Okay? Our place in which we check the oil is on this side. There's a small dipstick here. You can remove it, wipe it off as we would check oil on anything else, thread it in all the way, and then pull it back out to determine if there's the proper amount of oil in it. We have a good amount of oil in this. Then we're going to check our fuel. I think most of you are competent enough to be able to check the fuel to determine do we have enough fuel to do what is needed. Over here on this side, same side as the dipstick, is an on-off switch, a red switch. Naturally, it has to be turned on if the machine's going to run. Now, down here we have our very bottom lever is the on-off for the fuel. The next lever up is the choke, all the way to the left. If you're facing the front of the machine, it's going to be choke on. Then we have a throttle on top. The throttle we typically don't have to do anything with. Prior to starting the machine, after we've determined that it's on, that we have adequate oil and fuel, the water supply must be turned on. We do not want to start this with dry. So once we've done all this, we can start the machine. As soon as the machine starts, especially this one because it runs quite well, as soon as the machine starts, we can turn the choke off. Last time I did this with the engine, it took longer. You can see that here, it's got some air in it. But it's holding the nozzle, so the handle wide open, it's going to work it all out. Now, several things. We have different nozzles that can go on the end of this for different spray patterns. In most of our applications, this yellow nozzle is adequate. It seems to work the best for most of the things we do around here. Now, when shutting the machine down, a couple of things. First, we're going to turn the water off, disconnect the water supply. A lot of times we're going to obviously have much more hose reeled out than what we have here. By releasing the pressure in the hose, it's going to make it much easier to roll it back up or reel it back in. Another thing we have to be very, very aware of with this one is because it is so top heavy from this hose reel that's on it, it will tip over easily. If it tips over, it's going to hydrolock the engine, it's going to damage the engine. We're not going to pull it around by the wand. If you need to uncoil more hose to reach whatever you're trying to clean, or if you need to roll it around, we're not pulling it by the hose. It will tip over. Once again, it is quite top heavy with this reel up here, so something to be aware of. If it tips over, it'll blow the engine up that quick because it's going to hydrolock it, bust the rod, game over. So something to be aware of. Naturally, when we're using this, we got to be aware of what we're cleaning. A lot of times what I see is students who come out here and start cleaning something, they're not paying attention to vehicles that are parked close by. You're spraying grease off a machine onto something else. We need to be aware of what the direction we're spraying and where the debris is going. So something to be aware of. Other than that, we're not spraying our buddies with it. We're not cleaning off our clothes and our boots and other things with it. We're going to use it as the intended manner. Are there any questions on the power washer?